sold out. Then they came back and they sold out. And then, of course, this particular item, when it's been on the last 2 days, it has sold out. The woman that founded this line of jewelry, that's all handmade in a place called Medjugorje, which is a town in Bosnia, by women who pray over the jewelry as they're wrapping the cotton cord of the blessing bracelet that's called the Divine Blessing Bracelet. They are praying over it, so it becomes like prayer beads. And this has been so incredibly popular. Tons of us here at QVC wear ours, but someone, where's our guest? Here's Amy, come on in. Someone very famous was wearing his on the cover of Hi Honey.
So nice to be here.
January's People magazine,
Yes.
which, so here the backstory is I've known for some time that John Stamos is a huge fan of Amy's line of jewelry that's really not only here has it blown up and really exploded, but in these tiny boutiques in LA, he would go in and kind of mass bulk buy and then give them out as gifts. And so next thing you know, there he is being photographed for People magazine in January, and he's wearing his on the cover. And so, girl, welcome back, because it's taken you months to get this back.
Thank you.
The Divine Blessing Bracelet, really quickly, the choices are, we have gold tone, we have silver tone, and silver tone is already very popular. These, when they go, and this is top rated, and the Easy Pay expires at midnight. When these go, I don't know why, probably just largely the hand-woven Bosnia, that whole geography story is what takes us so long to get them back in. And there are in this, the black cotton cord, nested every so often. There are a total of 10 gorgeous Swarovski simulated pearls. They measure about 6 millimeter, and they are the perfect topping to what is already a powerful blessing bracelet.
Thank you.
It's so good to have you, girl.
It's so nice to be here. And it's just like you said, the Swarovski pearls are just made beautifully because they have a crystal inside. And so what that is, it's a reminder of God's beautiful love that he has. It's inside each and every one of us. Because each and every one of us is exactly perfect in this exact moment. And the most important thing to remember is that light shines no matter what. And if we can, in this year of mercy, if we can have the strength to forgive ourselves and just to relish in that joy that we are a daughter of the King, we are a son of a king, and that we have this divine purpose on this world. And just like Super Bowl yesterday said, believe in love. It's our choice every day to wake up and believe in love and to be in that presence. Take a breath and ask for help when we need it. Give grace for the Thanksgiving. And as you know, my life was in crossroads at the time that I rediscovered my faith and my prayer. And my beautiful husband was the one that said, Amy, take a breath, stop. Just remember who you are. And I was able to breathe, and then he sent me on pilgrimage, which I'm so thankful for, in Medjugorje. And
because Medjugorje, by the way, is really a storied town in Bosnia, where back in the early 80s, this group of children said that they had seen apparitions of the Virgin Mary, visions of Jesus Christ. So it became a pilgrimage town where people believed that there was this supernatural presence of Christ there in the Virgin Mary. And so people would pilgrimage there like you and pray and look for the meaning of life and ask for prayers to be answered.
Yes, absolutely. And what this town is so amazing because it's a war-torn area, and this community of women and men and the community of prayer has risen above suffering with joy and with peace and with love. And that is not natural. That's supernatural. And that's a supernatural grace that belongs to each and every one of us right here, right now. We are renewed every day. And as you put this bracelet on, you feel their prayers and their love. And you also remember just to ask for help, just to say, God, I choose love today, and I want you to help me. Like, grab hold of my hand and take me through my day today and show me all the miracles that happen, because miracles are real. Miracles are real. Heaven is real. And when we can just connect to that, amazing things happen. So
I will tell you, I have a really good friend. Her name is Karen, and she came over today, and we were sitting together, and she said to me, you know, one of the greatest things you can do is to humble your pridefulness and surrender to him and his will, and let go of that crazy anxiety need to control, and give him the gift of letting him do it. And then there's another great friend of mine told me the other day, when you're in the shower every morning, just look up and say, it's all yours.
It's all yours.
It's all yours. It's all on you.
Yeah.
The blessing bracelets are the most beautiful gifts, but really I think so many of us, Amy, are touched by your jewelry line and also the story of these women who
Yeah.
pray over the bracelets as they
Yes.
make them, because the
There they
power.
are. There's a picture of them.
There they are.
There, yes.
Yeah.
They're,
So the power of these women.
they're a community of women, and they are actually, they pray, and they're praying over every single knot. And they pray for peace and love for the whole world. But where does that begin? That begins in our own hearts, that we just remember to connect in to that little ignited fire, like the crystal that's inside this pearl, that little ignited fire, and ask God, inflame it today.
Yep.
Make it bright, so bright that I could make the world a better place.
Yep.
Because I have a purpose in this world. I am a divine gift. And I'm not just created by God, I am made in his image. So if we can just claim that and we stand in that, we then become a light for somebody else. We become that light for somebody that might have had the greatest glory in their life, or they might be going through some suffering. But you just bring that supernatural truth.
I think
we're all connected.
I just want to remind everybody the silver tone is very popular. This is always the one to sell out first. I gave the gold tone to my sister-in-law when she was here for the holidays. Tons of us here at QVC love and wear these, and tons, you are such a light, because the stories of guests backstage who I'm not even sure you're totally aware. And by the way, the way that Amy wears these is exactly how to wear them. And by the way, this one, which we're not presenting, but we want to call out, this is the soar bracelet. It's an angel wing in remembrance of someone that gained their angel wings too early. And I'm going to tell you that I also gave that to my sister-in-law over the holidays, because just before Christmas she lost her mom. But back to my point, you encounter so many people in your journey here at QVC that I'm not even sure you fully appreciate how much you trust them, because we all are carrying a bag of either loss or pain or difficulty. And Amy manages with these bracelets to cross paths with people at that divine moment when they need a reminder that he is there and he is listening. And by the way, you have a really cool story about the Swarovski simulated pearls, like what's inside.
Yeah, absolutely. So these, it is, when you wear the Divine Blessing Bracelet, you're connected to heaven, and it's a community of prayer. Like you were saying, here in QVC, I walk through, and it's like people, we all are praying for each other, and you're united in the community of prayer that you don't even know. People across the world are praying for you, and right here in your own community, and they're made just for you.
Yeah.
And each one of these pearls, there's 10 pearls.
Yep.
So you had said it's a prayer bead.
Yep.
It is, because 10 is a significant number. So 10 is the number in the rosary that we pray. 10 is a prayerful number. It's also really significant if you just take 10 breaths. 10 deep breaths. When you're in the middle of chaos, you could come back to your spiritual roots just by taking a deep breath. And this crystal is inside of each one of these pearls. Swarovski is an amazing, amazing company. They're out of Austria. They make each one of these with a crystal that starts, and then they layer it on. So you can wear it in the water, you can wear it everywhere. But that
I never
crystal,
take mine off.
No, you don't need to. And the crystal is that light.
I know, it
that
says
light
here,
inside of us.
In Christian tradition, this is the romance card that comes with your blessing bracelet, which, by the way, be a blessing to someone. I mean, I have my own kind of secret hope and wish for what this year holds for me, and be a blessing to someone else and give them a blessing bracelet to put their prayers upon. In Christian tradition, pearls represent the word of God and the kingdom of heaven. Wear this bracelet as a reminder that God has given you a mission to make the world a better place, and that you can choose to fulfill this mission by using your hands to do good. And by the way, the story of Medjugorje is on the back of the card, which I think is beautiful, because you are employing these women
that is,
whose then children are able to go to university. And it's crazy.
So the greatest part is you are not only receiving all these prayers of these women that are just weaving just for you, and it takes them a lot of time because they pray on each one and they're hand woven for you. And at the same time, your purchase is a gift of a blessing to them, because they are in a war-torn area. So they are now raising above poverty. Doing and amplifying their love, because it's a sacred pilgrimage town. So their apostolate is to pray for you. That's their life's mission. So they're praying, they're doing their life's mission, and now we're empowering them through meaningful work.
So girl, we have an update on the silver tone. Always the case, because they always go quickly. I'm all tangled, and don't worry about it. Silver tone, we brought in 4,400. 1,000 remain. Gold tone, which believe it or not, I own the silver tone, but gold tone is my favorite.
I do. I wear the gold tone. It
Can you
really
share
resonates.
with everybody, my dear friend, the Benedictine medal? And by
Yes,
the way,
please, thank you.
Amy was chosen to help really here in the city of Philadelphia when the Pope visited late last year to be part of that special, and forgive me, I forget what it was called.
It was the
but
World Meeting of Families.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you made the official medal
Well,
that
yes.
represented part of his visit.
Yes, we did.
But can you go back to, please, if you wouldn't mind, the Benedictine medal
Yes,
and what
thank
that
you.
symbolizes?
Thank you so much. So the center, you can either have it in, like you said, the silver or gold, but that's a Benedictine cross. It dates back 1,500 years. So it's the sacred to now. It's a real truth symbol that allows you to be protected by God's incredible divine protection. So what happens is when you are protected by this incredible gift, then you are able to surrender and not have to do so much and not have to be so much, but just be, so that God's love happens and that he can guide you safely into where your life is meant to be with joy and love. So there is, when you talk about the popes, all of the popes, and also Pope Francis, before he enters a room, he asks for the Benedictine cross to enter the room first, because it dispels anything unlike love and fills the room with love.
Oh, wow.
So when you wear this, you're not only filling your soul with love, and you're asking, I want to be covered and enveloped in God's divine love and protection. And also that goes to my home, to my family, and to my community, because now you become that beacon of light. You are an emissary of light.
300 left in silver tone. We're going to take Layla in Alabama. Just a reminder that this is something that sold out the last 2 days it was on, and because they're handmade, it is a bit of a lag time it takes for us to get them back in stock. Top rated, and that easy pay goes away at midnight. And Layla in Alabama, welcome. You're here with Shawn and Amy.
Hi, Shawn. Hi, Amy. You're a sweetheart, Shawn.
Oh, thanks.
She is.
So, Miss Layla, is this going to be for you or is it a gift for someone else?
Yes, it's going to be for me. I've been going through some health problems, and I thought, every little bit could help.
Every little bit sure does help.
I know there's a higher power, and we should all look to him.
Amen. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you will find, Layla, when you wear this, it almost does become like a bit of a prayer bracelet. Like prayer, you've heard of, Layla, prayer beads?
Yes.
The Swarovski simulated pearls in this bracelet, it almost feels like prayer beads. And so I find myself every so often when I'm anxious or when I'm scared or when I'm apt to take too much control in a time I should be surrendering, I grab them and I kind of rub them because, Amy, they're very smooth and just very calming. So, oh, Layla, I hope it brings you comfort.
Oh, well, thank you. I wear a St. Christopher all the time, so this will just be more added protection.
Oh, I'm so very glad. Wishing you absolutely the best of luck in your journey. Sending you big
thank
hugs.
you so much, and you as well, both of you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Layla.
Layla.
Good night.
Thank
Y'all
you.
have a great night.
You too.
You too.
Thank you.
And may you feel all those love and blessing and prayers that go into each one of these just for you,
Yep.
Layla.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Good night, Layla. We brought in 7,600, and we have now 800 left in the gold tone only, which again is so funny because I don't own the gold. I own the silver tone, and yet the gold tone is my favorite. Everything about the way your collection is done, the packaging, the romance cards, the feeling, the power behind the women that make these pieces.
And where they're made.
And
I know
where
we've
they're
talked about that.
made.
That is the first time when I found these women that were weaving, I went on pilgrimage, and miracles were happening all around. And they're miracles just for you. And when you feel this bracelet on, you get a bit of that sacred place within you. And what happened to me is I came home from that first pilgrimage, and that was like in October, showed the pictures to my mom. Immediately she fell to her knees and she said, heaven's real. She saw something in those pictures. God gave her a mystery and a miracle. And that's what happens. You feel it and you know heaven is real. And it gave her the grace to earn her wings to heaven. So it is an amazing gift when you know you're never alone and that God's with you always and that you're here for a real important reason.
And I think we spend all of our lives struggling, praying, looking for that mission and that reason. And I love that this bracelet is a reminder that it exists.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you.
are almost sold out, limited quantities. Please stay on the phone lines, gold tone only, just a few hundred left. Oh, bless someone with a blessing bracelet. There's so much power in these pieces and also where they come from. Easy Pay is available to you, but only till midnight. And this